Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll start on the ground. Etienne. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Up to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down at about the 43. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause. by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down, Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost him a ball game.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Held that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Lance. And that is incomplete.
He'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here we go.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A minimal gain as we tip down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Hands it off out of the gun. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Throwing now is Lance. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Lance going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll be first down Panthers. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way.
He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now Lawrence. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the 45 on second down, Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
From the gun on third down, Lance. And this is going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Ready.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Lance now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. A short kick taken at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Play action, now it's Lance. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So a potential momentum shifter there. Looking at a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Lance now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Brandon Smith puts it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Ready and cycle.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 24, Lance. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's the perfect bet because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 77 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down. And they'll go again with Etienne. Running right through it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 21 yards away. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another tote for Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A handoff for Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they'll run here with Etienne. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On 4th down, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's the option going right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Let's go.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.